Early morning, my lovely husband is mixing these two cranberry juices for me because I'm coming up on a crazy infection, I think. UTI, once again. When you pee a lot during pregnancy, there's a risk of having UTI. So, we gotta get rid of it before it goes crazy and hurts even more. And guess what? We're back. We're back on schedule. We slept the whole cycle. Like, we started sleeping at 11 a.m. and then 2 p.m. and then 4 p.m. and last night we slept around 12 a.m. so we woke up around like what do you call it, 6 a.m. so we're normal people now. Yay. Okay, so today we are 33 weeks pregnant. We're getting there slowly but surely. The update is on the Bump app. At 33 weeks pregnant, we tell you to take a deep breath and relax. It's probably tough to be comfortable at all. I think within the past couple of days, just laying down, the belly starts to feel a little bit uncomfortable. Usually it's very comfortable on the left-hand side, but lately it's been really like heavy and like unbreathable. You might be feeling overheated on top of your other symptoms too. Yes, it's like a sauna in here. Like I feel like I'm going through menopause, but I'm not. Brian's cold most of the time and I'd be like, do you feel the heat or is it just me? Because I'm just freakishly hot all the time. And maybe because it's summer too, because today was 111 degrees. So I'm sure it has to do with the heat outside as well as in here. Anyway, usually I can handle the heat. Pregnancy time, no. It's just really, really hot. And I'm wearing a shirt just to be courteous, but 24 hours a day, I'm naked because it's like so hot. Like even one thin layer of a tank, a top, a dress, it's just really, really, really hot. So yeah, the baby's heat is really spreading to my whole body. It's a good time to start packing your hospital bags. My friend Kat, she just texted me, told me what I should prepare. I've been Googling and YouTubing what I should add into my hospital bag. So far, I've only had like, Depends, like the Always pads, some clothes, some wipes for myself, those pads to get rid of your hemorrhoids, stuff like that. I still wear the regular light days during pregnancy, actually throughout my whole pregnancy, because even though I don't have monthly periods because of the baby, I do have a lot of vaginal discharge, and I honestly thought that I wouldn't have to deal with pads during pregnancy, but it's not true. You have to wear a pad because every now and then you'll get a huge blowout, like a huge vaginal blowout down there, and so you have to wear a pad. And I guess you don't have to if you're uncomfortable and you just have to wash your underwear, but I prefer to just to like take off the pad and throw it away and replace it with another one. So I don't know, I have a lot of issues down there, so just to be secure, I wear a pad, a light day every single day. So I'm basically a baby for the rest of my life, because even when I'm not pregnant, I do have pads. All right, so let's move on to the next thing. What do we have here? Read up on postpartum care, stock your medicine cabinet with essentials and care supplies. Hospital will have plenty as well, so no need to worry if you overlook something. We won't see baby for another month, but if you have an early surprise, at least you won't have to think about what shirt to pack and stuff like that. And hopefully the hospital gives me some hemorrhoid cream, because their cream at the hospital, their prescribed ones, are so much better than the ones at like Walmart or Target or Albertsons. It's just that much stronger. I don't have a painful hemorrhoid. I just want the medicine in case I have a painful one. I have a hemorrhoid, but it kind of like appears here and there whenever it wants to. Most of the time it's when I went to the restroom and I had pressure, but it doesn't hurt anymore. It just says hello, you know. Because of that one time that I did a Paris by Night show and I fell, and since then it just pops in and out. But just in case one day it decides to hurt, you know, so I'll need that hemorrhoid cream in handy. Yeah, I just have a lot of issues all around. All right, so how big is baby at 33 weeks? Baby is as big as a head of celery. He weighs about 4.2 pounds and measures 17.2 inches and may grow up to a full inch this week. Amazing! Symptoms: overheating. Yes, I've already explained that earlier. Headaches? No. Headaches have been like gone for a few weeks, so I'm happy about that. If it is, then, you know, drink some water. Shortness of breath, maybe here and there. It depends on what I'm doing. Forgetfulness and clumsiness. I feel like clumsiness, yes, because I don't know my sense of direction around my body. It's kind of like when you have a car, like a big truck, and you're driving and you're backing up and you don't really know your space area and you might bump into something. So I'm not used to having this belly in my area, so I tend to run my belly into the corners of the cabinets or the island or the restroom. So sometimes it'll hurt because I didn't realize that, you know, my belly's in the way. I'll even run into Brian. Sometimes he's in my way, you know? He needs to walk around me. Anyways, forgetfulness. I can see why people say like pregnancy brain, but honestly, I think the reason there's that term is because sometimes when you're so tired and you're so exhausted emotionally and physically, you just don't really think and overthink things. You just let everything go and everything is just not that big of a deal anymore. Lately, when Brian leaves his clothes around, that used to bother me a lot, and it still does, but these days I'm just too tired and exhausted to even like think about it and like think why he would do it when I told him not to, you know, or like when he didn't shower before going to bed, because I have this thing where you have to shower because I feel like if you bring your sweat to bed, it's kind of dirty, and that's probably why I'm breaking out all over my face, you know. But yeah, just stuff like that annoys me when I'm not pregnant, but now that I'm pregnant, I'm just too tired to even argue with him, so I could just let it go. I would say letting things go rather than being forgetful, because I'll still remember it, but I'll be like, you know, and then I'll just think about something else, like watch a movie or watch a series or think about the baby's kicks or just other things other than what would bother me before. Make sense? So it's not forgetful, it's just more like I don't want to deal with this shit right now. Maybe after, but not now. It says you have gained 22 to 28 pounds total. I think I gained about 20 pounds so far because I started at 103 and this morning I'm stepping on the scale at 123, and I think that the doctor the other day, or the nurse, she weighed me wrong because she weighed me at 113, so I'm gonna assume it's 123 and it's a mistake on the hospital. Sex is okay during pregnancy, but when I read up on it, it's better to like just either, if you want to do it, just be like super safe and clean. If you don't, then, you know, just masturbate. I don't know, because it's kind of like difficult to have sex when you have a big belly in the way, and I don't know, having certain positions would be really uncomfortable. Just laying down a certain way for me normally is uncomfortable, so I'm just kind of like, back it up. Okay? This morning I felt this sensation down there, and it's probably because of peeing a lot. I pee like, I don't know, a million times a night, so I'm bound to have a UTI. I felt a little pain, and so all day I've been drinking cranberry juice, like organic ones, so it kind of flushed out, and I feel much better right now. So hopefully it completely flushes out by tomorrow and I won't have any more issues, or it won't escalate to something bigger. It's up to you if you want to have sex, but just be clean about it, okay? It says Braxton Hicks happens after sex, so yeah, if you want Braxton Hicks, go ahead and do it. Are you listening to these updates?
Yes.
What did I say? Okay, weirdo. All right, so I just am going to deal with the bump app. I have the other two apps, but reading it right now, it just seems like it's saying the same thing. Poopers scoopers starting to grow in his apartment. It's starting to get crowded. You might have to deal with preterm labor. If you are afraid of that, then you should drink a lot of water, stay hydrated. He's going to gain about ½ pound from now until due date, so we have 7 more weeks left. 3.5 more pounds. Let's just give him 4 just in case. So 4 more pounds, and for mom is probably let's aim for 130-ish, or maybe even 128. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I should just say how I'm feeling, like instead of, you know, depending on the app and figuring out if they're on point or not. But for now, and how I'm feeling in this state, I've probably mentioned this a few vlogs before and ongoing every single day. I mean, it's just kind of progressing into a very exhausting mode. acne a lot, but that's just something that I've been dealing with for the past couple of months, and more so it's my fault because I do pick at it, but it is there. It is bumpy, like a bumpy beard pimple acne area. What else is there? Brian, do you notice anything about me that's different during pregnancy or like lately? Like, what are your updates about me? There's my husband doing work. Huh? What are your updates?
Your skin's glowing.
That's bullshit. I think pregnancy, when people say your skin glows, is bullshit. I did not get that glow. Sometimes I feel bad and put makeup on, but majority of the time it's just some hot mess.
You watch TV. You used to not watch TV. So that's weird.
Yes.
It's all these series and what do you call them?
It's like a waiting game. I'm sitting here waiting for the baby to come out. Right now we're on Stranger Things, season 2.
You're on Stranger Things.
Yes. Brian kind of ditched me after
The one with Mandy Moore?
No, the one with a bunch of housewives that you thought were crazy.
Yeah.
What was that called?
What is it? It's not country.
It's called like Big Little Lies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he ditched me. I'm on Stranger Things myself, which is so weird because I don't like sci-fi movies. Maybe I'm watching it because I have a boy. But I'm like so interested. Ooh, the alien in there. It's like this and like that.
Other than glowing, I mean, you look the same. Slim. You're nicer, but we all know that. You've been nicer the past few months.
You know, I don't understand why he says that he likes me nicer. He always says that things are worth it when there's a challenge.
Yes.
So being nice to him.
It's a challenge for you, that's why it's worth it.
But it's not for you. Usually you'd
I'm
be like...
challenged enough. You need a challenge.
You're challenged enough? I think I've been nice to him way before. It's just like a lot of years have accumulated of stress, of family and everything just kind of like hit me and it built up, and so this baby let me explode all my frustrations and I'm back to my niceness since I first met you.
The one that's hidden.
Yes.
Under layers and layers of stuff.
Layers and layers of drama, of years of accumulation. Because we only have a few things that we argue about. Family. Yes.
Your belly's gotten bigger. He's kicking more. You were snoring earlier today.
I was?
Yeah.
So I'm even more exhausted.
Yeah, so you're snoring today.
I'm so annoyed because this morning we woke up at 6 a.m. and I'm like, yeah, we're back on track. And then I took a nap and I woke up at friggin' 9 p.m. So it's like, okay, now I'm back to my off sleeping schedule.
I woke up at 3 a.m. last night. You woke up at 6.
Whatever it is, I was excited and I was like, yeah, we're normal people now. But now it's like, okay, back to Stranger Things.
And it's 11 p.m.
Anyways, Brian's gonna go back to work. He's kind of always trying to play catch up. So I don't like the fact that he's sleeping off schedule as well, because he has lots of meetings in the day and then he's exhausted and he sleeps like a certain time and I would follow him, so it would be off. And it's not healthy in the long run because I want him to have a good balance, especially with the baby coming. You're not gonna get any sleep. I will get sleep.
I agree.
But so far, even though he's kind of behind, he's doing well. Everything's on track. He passed his final exam the other day, so that's a good thing. He has a first-year law school exam that is mandatory to do in October, and if he doesn't pass this, then he has to stop doing law school, or he gets kicked out, or he has like 2 or 3 chances, something like that. So there's a lot of weight on his shoulders. Business development, baby coming. So anything else that you need to prepare for this pregnancy?
I just want the place clean. We cleaned a good amount, but there's still a lot. I feel like we could minimize a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of Brian's stuff. He's got a lot of like knickknacks hanging around, and we want to prepare slowly because we are trying to, you know, expand and move out of this place by the time next year around March comes. We have to slowly
so when we do move
it.
out, it'll be easy to move, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's a lot of, we'll hire movers, but we'll just have everything packed up and ready to go.
Yeah, and looking for nannies or mannies. So in case he's not around and he has to go to work, we have to figure that situation since he's taking care of this baby 100%.
I have a little thing, bassinet.
A snoo. You will see. Everything that you do, it's going to be a complete opposite and you're going to be so frustrated and then you're not going to want any more children.
And I'll do a refund.
Refund? He'll just change his mind and be like, okay, only pooper scooper, no more children, okay? And I'm like, yes, I want to see that.
No, you're going to be fighting for more children.
Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much our update. Just counting down the days, looking at the calendar, taking forever. Watching series. I'm trying to get my music video out this weekend, so that's something that is a goal that I'm setting for myself. All right, so that's our update. 7 more weeks left, babe. Brian's hoping 5 more weeks, but I just want to be extra and give me that room in case I don't, and I won't be disappointed.
I think you'll be 2 weeks early.
We'll see, Brian. We'll see.
He's kicking. He's ready to pop. Little guy.
No, I don't think there's a time
He said, let me out of here.
during the day that he doesn't kick. Like, there isn't one.
Yeah, it's 24
He's
hours.
always kicking. Like, what is that? And then the hiccups combined with the kicking and the rolling and the stretching and like the pulsating, just everything. Like, when does he stop? And big boobs. Big boobs during pregnancy. People say that you have it. I went from a double A to a. So I'm like, that's it? That's all I'm gonna get? I don't see any difference. It's quite a disappointment because everyone's saying, whoa, it's huge. It's like so like, you know, like you have breast implants. But then I'm looking at my body and I'm like, Even Brian said so. He thinks so too because he was like, it's bigger but not as big as people say it would be. I don't know. My friend Kat was like, it doesn't really matter the size. It just matters how many ducts you have in your breast for the milk to come out. She said she'd rather have smaller ones because the bigger ones, they get flappy and flabby after you breastfeed and they start to sag. So I don't know. I just was expecting like, whoa. But no. I was like, All right, guys. That's it for 33 weeks. Thanks for joining me today. And back to Stranger Things. And back to work.
Yes.
Right now, it's about 11:10 p.m. We just woke up. It's beautiful. All right. Doodles. Can you get that for me? Can you turn it off? My fat self can't even.
Okay.